Loading the game now. It's taking forever to boot up, but I already made my account and stuff.
Okay. Well, we're live. If anybody could check out the stream, tell how it's going.
Yep. Give me a sec.
It's my stream. It's Hangman. On the main channel, bicycle stream right now.
Yep.
But I'll just start for now. Multiplayer.
Yep. I'm just
So what do I do?
Well, I'm making the game.
stream seems to be fine.
Okay, great.
Although I'm noticing you're a lot quieter than everyone else.
Well, okay, I'll fiddle with my, I guess. Is it just on the stream? Do I sound fine?
It's just on the stream. I can hear you fine on Discord.
Well, I am not important. Okay, I sent you guys invites. Nice, Dino is here.
The game's still loading. It's taking super long.
It's the
Didn't take
same
this
yet
long
so
last time.
different.
Saf is playing on the calculator today. Maybe try closing the game, maybe it's just something wrong. No, the invite you.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it shouldn't take that long to launch. Okay, send me another invite. Try again. Yeah, it's loading way quicker this time.
Nice. Nice, Saf is here. Okay, ready up, guys. Julius, ready up, please.
Oh, when someone joined, my state changed to unready. No wonder.
Yeah, it's unready to everybody.
Okay.
Let's go. Okay, now we're gonna get to the character creation screen. Like Saf said before, we probably wanna pick one of the origins character.
Yeah, I looked at the difference, and the only difference is like name and like background and race. Like you can't pick those.
Backstory as well.
Yeah, backstory, but you'll be able to use whatever skills you want, like in the first Divinity. And if we go custom characters, we won't get like the unique quests and shit. So
Also,
yeah.
I think they also get like unique skills. Like you.
They do, yeah.
Like I wanna play as Losi. She gets a skill that can make enemies mad. So they like go berserk and they fight each other.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, the game seems more designed to pick one of these characters. So
Be warned that one of the default character choices is undead. So you can't heal him normally.
If you guess if plays undead, you should pick up poison for yourself. I mean geomancy.
Yeah, let you heal from poison. Okay, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I think definitely somebody should play as Ifan because he has a summon spell.
Oh yeah.
That could be very useful.
I'll play either Fane or Ifon. They both seem interesting. What about you guys? Do you have a preference?
All my life, I've been a performer, a musician, beloved and celebrated by all. But I have a secret. I'm also a playground for sprites and spirits and worse. The voice that rings inside me now is darker than any that came before. Almost caused a bunch of my fans to rip each other to pieces. But you can trust me. I've got this under control. Step 1. Find out who, or what, is trying to take control of my mind. Step 2. Make it sorry it ever tried.
For the sake of story, we should all if you guys want to, you should listen to the origin stories, at least for your characters. But that's better to listen to all the characters that will be in the party, just so you know what's happening with them.
That's a good idea.
I'll play all of them for the stream. You guys-
I'll let all of you choose first, then I will choose. I'll let you all choose your own first. Then I'll choose the standard origins that are left.
Okay. Okay, so after you choose your origin, you can go to preset, and you can edit your skills, and you can pick, you can make your build whatever you want. You can pick your abilities, and you can pick your skills that you start with. So one of the skills I want to pick is summoning. And I'm gonna get the summon spell to start with, and I'm thinking on the second skill for now. I would definitely want someone to get Hydro and Aero, because they're very good at controlling me. If this shit works like in the previous game, of course. Have any of you guys decided on your origin?
Yeah, I'll play Fane.
Okay, then I'll play Fane's origin story for now. Quickly.
Saf, be very careful of that preset because starting as undead means that you will have to consider the implications.
Yep, I'll pick up some poison skills.
Yeah, that's Geomancy, by the way. Saf, can you quickly switch off from Fane so I can
Oh, yep.
play his origin story?
Nope. No problem.
Thanks.
Oh, don't stare. How would you look after eons in some ghastly crypt? Your people are rather prone to death. Mine are not. Yet when I emerged from my completely unjustified imprisonment, I found them gone. Our culture forgotten. Any trace of the world I knew all but obliterated. I must even hide my true face beneath an ever-shifting mask for fear you savages will attack me. That is how I wander this strange world. Trying to uncover the truth about a history you primitive people never even knew existed.
Okay, Fane's pretty cool. Okay, I switched off from him. Who else has chosen his origin?
I haven't chosen yet. I'm waiting for everyone else to finish.
Okay, Dino.
Still deciding. Sorry.
Okay. Dude, I do not like how it looks in the game.
Yeah,
Watch
that's-
carefully. Make sure there's an origin and not custom.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, there's undead dwarf custom here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you'll just randomly. If you do a custom, you'll randomly roll one.
Oh, there's undead for everybody. Okay.
Yep, I listened to Losi's origin story. Also seems interesting.
Yeah. Dino is said that there is no grandma warrior.
No what
I
warrior?
think I'll,
No grandma warrior with the giant sword.
I think I'll be the Red Prince.
Okay. Okay, I'll switch to him quickly to list his story.
Famed, of
can
course,
pick
for
on
my
choice.
unique red skin and
Oh, you all have chosen already?
General of the House of
Yeah.
War.
Dino and Saf are using custom.
Vast palaces
No,
of
no,
a
no,
fabled
we're all
forbidden
using
city.
origins.
I was destined to become the next emperor. But my ambitions
What was your character again?
When I fell from grace for
Dino and Saf, maybe you choose your origin first. Then I'll try and
So Dino's picked the Red Prince. I've picked Fane, and Sergei's picked Losi.
Okay. Apparently it doesn't update itself.
No, it's updated. I'm on Red Prince right now to listen to the story.
Yeah, I've just tabbed to a different character so other people can listen to the origin stories.
Yeah.
Understood.
Yeah, same. I'm tabbed out. You go, yeah. The elves looks like those things from Avatar. Except pink instead of blue.
They look like stretched out, but not like in a weird way.
Yeah. Tall as shit. How tall are they? Julius, are you making a custom character?
No, I'm keeping a placeholder first. Because while you all are choosing your origin, I'm
No,
looking at
we've chosen already.
Okay. Who is Dinopoke going to roll to choose as his role?
The
Origin?
Red Prince.
The Red Prince.
Okay, the Red Prince.
Oh. I was just thinking about someone I used to know. My cousin, the Queen, in fact. A tyrant. I tried to stop her, but things don't always go according to plan. She cast me out to a forgotten island, and made short work of my allies too. Lucky for me, I was able to commandeer a ship and began a new life for myself out on the high seas. Aye, but I hear that the Queen is at it again, and there's something darker behind her madcap schemes this time. If I don't stop her, I don't know who will.
The custom dwarf looks like Jack Black. I think. I wonder if that's on purpose.
So what build presets are each of you using?
Have you chosen Julius already?
Sorry?
Have you chosen
Oh.
your origins?
Yeah, I have.
Are you gonna be Ethan?
Yeah, I'll choose that if no one else is choosing that.
Yeah, it's free. Can you switch off from Ethan to any other characters for a second so I can play his origin story for the stream?
Understood.
Thanks.
Once I was a crusader for the Divine Order. I pledged my life to Lucian the Divine. The war changed everything. He sent me to save the elves I grew up amongst. I arrived too late. Lucian ordered the use of death fog against the Black Ring, annihilating everyone I once knew in the process. Now I'm a mercenary killer, one of the infamous Lone Wolves. And my next target is none other than Lucian's own son.
Okay, I'm done. So
I'm
guys,
gonna listen to your funds as well if that's cool. I haven't listened to it.
yeah, okay.
That's fine. You do whatever. I'm just gonna.
Yeah. Okay, I think there was one origin story I haven't listened. Oh yes, Sibyl. Just for sake of completion.
I used to be a slave, kept under the thumb of the master, the bastard that made me hunt down my own kin. How did he do that, you ask? With the living scar you see on my cheek, this horror that takes no more than a song sung by Master Dearest to control my very thoughts. But now the tables have turned. I broke my shackles, and when I finally find him, I will make the Master sing a very different kind of song.
Okay, I'm done.
Okay. So have people picked build presets yet?
Yeah, I think we'll all want to edit our builds anyway.
That's true.
Yeah, I guess pick a build preset to. I get it will give you your starting weapons. I think that's how it works.
Okay.
And maybe armor. And from there go to preset and edit your build.
Okay, cool.
Julius, you can go back to me one, I think.
Understood.
Okay, we're all on our origins. Now we can pick our builds.
Okay, then the class. I mean the build preset.
Yeah, for the build, pick I guess whatever you want. I'm starting with the build, I'm starting with the ranger. And I'm gonna edit to add summoning to it.
I'm gonna start with witch.
Oh yeah, this time I'm gonna be the barter. I'm gonna be selling shit because I have +1 to
Okay.
bartering from my origin.
Do you want to hear the default classes of the origins?
The origins don't have default classes, I'm pretty sure.
I mean, the idea is that if you did not select them as your origin, they will come in as companions, but they have default classes.
I'd like to play as custom builds. If I understand you correctly.
I see. Might have to play as a wayfarer if I want to be completely in character.
Oh, you wanna play as an archer?
No, if Ethan is not not used by a player as a companion, he will have the wayfarer class by default.
Okay. So what you wanna play as? You wanna play as a wayfarer?
Yeah, I just want to roleplay the character properly. The problem is the Red Prince will be a fighter if you want to use his default class.
Where did you get the class from?
Just reading up about the choosing of the starting characters. Or if they are companions instead of origin characters, how would they? What would they be? What would be their class default?
So you said it was Geomancer that had poison? Sergey?
Yeah.
Okay.
But maybe Necromancy can... Actually, check out Necromancy, maybe he can heal you as well.
Well, Necromancy has a bunch of skills that, like, deal damage and heal you, but I don't know whether that will just damage me, because it's, like, normal healing.
Yeah. I've seen a skill that can give characters decay. So it reverses, like, the effect of healing potions.
Okay. I'm gonna go... Yeah, I'll put a point into Geomancer, and... I'll do Fire as well. I'll focus on damage. So, yeah. Pyro and Geomancer. I've also got one in Persuasion.
Well, if Julius wants to play as an archer, then I guess I'll switch my class as well.
Well, you want to be an archer? Sorry?
Yeah, I was planning to, but if you want to, like, I don't mind.
No, I better switch. Maybe those if you are choosing the characters, maybe you can just change them up a bit.
Yeah, if you making a character, you can make him.
Anybody doing a conjurer?
Nope, not me.
Okay, I'll do the conjurer then. So, Hangman is using what preset?
Ranger.
Okay, then dinopoke is
Shadow Blade, I think.
okay, and Saf.
I've gone Wizard.
Yeah, that's the default role for that character.
Okay, we
Coincident.
have no tanks here.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But I guess that's okay, we'll be fine.
Well, will summons count as tanks?
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, they do. Maybe it'll work well.
And we can always recruit companions, can we?
Well, there's 4 of us, so I don't know if we can swap anyone out.
More like you add them. Let me see the remaining characters whom we did not play as. How will they work?
Dino, what skills do you have?
Adrenaline, Backlash, Bullhorns.
But I mean the skill set, I mean that's counter or that's something else?
Polymorph and Thievery? Do you mean the abilities?
Polymorph sucks, yeah. You should remove Polymorph.
It does. Okay.
Polymorph just gives
What does Polymorph do?
Polymorph just gives you +1 attribute point. That's it. It doesn't give you any skills. Pretty sure.
Okay.
Actually, let me check. Maybe it does give you. Oh wait,
I've
no,
got.
I was wrong. It does give you skills.
Okay. I've gone Pyro, Kinetic, Geomancer, and Lawmaster. Just the default wizard ones seem fine, so
Oh,
sticking with them.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Dino was wrong. Polymorph has skills, so you can pick that. Although I'm not sure
Alright.
how it's supposed to, all your dagger skills, your sculptor skills, supposed to mesh with polymorph. Ah, wait, polymorph can make you invisible though. I guess that's fine. Looks pretty fun actually. Oh, dude, you have a skill that can turn a target into a chicken. That sounds
Yeah.
like shit. Okay, so Saf has fire and geo. Okay, I'm not gonna pick those. Dino has basic attack skills. Julius has, I'm not sure. Oh yeah, if he plays a
You can edit your talents through something, so you can redistribute a few of the points. I mean, you use the preset, but you adjust a
Yeah,
few.
you can edit them. So for my skills, I've gone haste, poison dart, and ignition.
Yeah, sounds good. Julius, what skills do you have on your character? Can you look in preset?
Summoning Lawmaster leadership. But is anyone else wanting to take on the identify item rule, or should I be the one doing that?
You should take it because none of us have, I think.
How about leadership? Anyone already has leadership?
Nope, so that's a good one to take as well. Alright, most important choice, guys. Which instrument are you picking?
I'm gonna pick cello. Well, I'm not done with my preset though yet. I'm trying to figure out
Yeah,
what
neither.
we have. We definitely need. It looks like nobody here has Aerothurge and the ice one.
No one has Aerothurge or Ice at the moment, at least. I'm hoping once I get more levels, I can expand, and get more
You
spells.
should probably work on your own skills rather than just going all in at once.
Yeah, true. But it depends on how it works. If it's like the first Divinity, eventually you kind of hit a wall with one school and you can branch out a bit.
One thing that worries me about what Julius have picked, he has a character that has a summon skill, or the origin has a summon skill, and also his school is conjurer that lets him summon. And if it works like in the previous game, you can only have one summon at a time. So
I think Conjurer, does it give you bonuses to your summons and stuff?
it does, yeah.
Yeah, more vitality, damage, physical armor, and magic armor.
I'm just not sure you can have two summons at the same time, so it may be a waste. I don't know. Maybe it's good. What is your second skill, Julius? Or both of your skills are summoning?
Summoning, Lawmaster, and Bartering.
So you have 2 points in summoning?
No, one in summoning, one in Lawmaster, and one in Bartering. That's part of the default build.
Oh, so you have 2 civil skills.
I'm talking about as part of the origin and the build preset of Conjurer.
I can see where leadership would be useful because it would buff your summons as well. So that's probably why it's part of the preset.
Yeah. Although if someone else wants to gain leadership instead, damage, because something like we don't want to duplicate too many skills. The one thing I know for sure, diplomacy skills are not that useful on the undead character.
Okay, and then one of the skills I definitely need to pick is Hydra's Office, because I'm the only one that can heal us. So yeah.
Yeah, it's a good idea.
Well, aside from Saf, of course. Saf will have to heal himself.
Yeah, that's why I took the poison dart skill.
Maybe instead of Huntsman, maybe I'll pick it up later and pick up Aerotheurge, the second skill. I kinda feel like this would be better. Yeah, I think for the start I should pick up. Huntsman is good, but it's just damage, and I think we need more control for start. Okay, I picked up Restoration that heals, Electric Discharge that shocks. I need to pick up the third spell.
I'm gonna switch to Battle Mage if that's alright.
Yeah, of course. Oh, Battle Mage. Okay, then I don't have to pick up both.
Cool. I think I'm pretty much done, unless I have to change anything based on you guys.
Remind me again, what did you pick? You picked the Geomancy and Fireballs, right?
Yeah, I've got Pyro and Geomancer.
What skills do you have? That build? What do you like?
Do you mean abilities or skills?
Yeah, I mean skills and abilities. I mean abilities, yeah, and skills. Abilities that let you give you like access to the skills.
I think just the default, so Warfare, Arrow Feud, and Persuasion.
Okay, and I'm not gonna get Aerotheurge then. I'm gonna pick Hydra's Sophist. Okay, I'm gonna start with Huntsman and Hydra's Sophist. I think it's good. So yeah, I get a Ricochet. Do you guys want me to start with Rain? Do you think it'd be useful?
It's useful sometimes. I don't know if you need to take it this early though. You can probably pick it up later.
Oh yeah, definitely for sure. But it's such a useful skill. It combos very well with like.
Anyone already has Aerotheurge and Hydrosophist?
Yeah, so
I'm sorry. I got points in Arrow Fetch.
Yeah, I guess for now I'll be like sort of a cleric of the party. I'm gonna I pick up Ricochet. I picked up Armor of Frost. It gives you a bit of a defensive armor barrier. And I'm gonna pick up Restoration. That's Huntsman and that's Hydro. I think this is a good start. I don't have much control, so we'll pretty much rely on Dino to stun enemies for now. And I'm done. Finally. Oh yeah. Hold on, 1 second. Talents. One of us should have probably wants to have the pet pal skill.
Oh yeah, one of us should take that. The skill I picked increases my skill range by 2 meters.
Okay. I have arrow recovery. Dino, what talent do you have?
I'm still picking for now.
Actually, animals are fucking useless in the previous game. Kind of. But who knows?
I mean, there were sometimes quests that you could only get from animals, but yeah.
I still remember that stupid cow that lied to us about some shit.
Yeah, about the treasure, fucking...
No, never found it. Oh, in this game, spells can crit, looks like. There's a talent.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, Savage Sortilege. Gives all magical skill a critical chance equal to your critical chance score.
So that's probably useful if you like mix class with spells and like scoundrel.
Yeah.
I've picked Executioner for my talent.
Okay.
Yeah, it's quite good.
Julius, what is your talent?
By default, it's Pet Pal, which enables me to talk to animals. I don't know how useful it is in this game.
Maybe since I'm streaming, I should pick up Pet Pal and you can pick something else, Julius.
Yeah, I'll pick Far Out Man because that one is very much important.
Okay, I'll pick. Okay, I've got.
Understood.
Awesome. Okay, we have all 4 spell schools, which is great. We have no tanks, but that's okay.
Summoning
I thought,
counts as a tank, doesn't it?
Dano's playing a battle mage, so he might be tankier than us.
Oh yeah, and we have summons as well, so okay.
Yeah, we should be fine. We've got summons.
I remember how awesome summons are in Divinity Original Sin 1. So that's why I was thinking about trying that build.
I will not be taking glass cannon this time.
You are already.
Yeah. But it made me more of a glass cannon.
Yeah, just don't get hit, bro.
So I'll end up be the one identifying items.
Yeah, yep. Yeah, I have bartering, so I'll be selling shit. Kinda sucks not having strength.
I don't even know. Hangman, right? Lucy is the one with the bartering skill.
Yeah.
Oh yes, because the human innate trait of the human tends to ingenious and thrifty. No wonder they are the ones doing the bartering. Okay, that's good.
Oh yeah. Okay, so Adjudicator has a lore master. Dino,
wonder who's the one streaming. Maybe the one streaming should be doing Lore Master.
I already have bartering.
Sorry.
I already have bartering, so
Okay.
That should be fine.
So I hold the Lore Master skills. Then you all pass the items to me to ID, and then I pass it back.
yes. You pass it.
Understood. And
If you have Lore Master, Julius, I'll take something else. I could take telekinesis. Could be pretty useful.
For Fane, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take telekinesis. It lets you move items telepathically regardless of weight. We cheesed a lot of stuff with that sort of ability in the last game.
Yeah, but maybe pick up sneaking so we can steal shit for thievery.
Yeah, sneaking.
What do you have, Dino? Yes, your civil skill. Ability.
I got Warfare, Arrow Fusion, Persuasion.
Oh, nice. Okay.
I could take thievery.
Yeah, oh yeah, we need someone to be close,
Yeah, I'll take thievery.
Okay, we're set.
Yeah, we're all set.
Okay, everybody ready? Start the game.
So I'm doing leadership.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, Julius, you ready?
Oh, then there are tags. Have you looked at the tags section?
Yeah. I have default Jester and Mystic.
Mine is Outlaw and Soldier.
Yeah, mine's Mystic and Scholar. I don't think you can change those anyway.
No, doesn't look so. I think that's just Origins cannot change those.
Yeah.
So, and the instrument?
Instrument just for you, like what music you prefer. Just pick whatever you like.
Okay. Yep.
Okay, final roll call. Julius, are you ready?
Yes.
Dino, are you ready?
Yep.
Saf, are you ready?
Yep.
Okay, I'm not ready. Hold on, guys. Yeah, I'm just kidding. Okay, let's start. Boom.
Yep.
It says waiting.
Do we all have to click start game?
Yeah, maybe. Oh, nice loading. Here we go.
I can pick locks without lockpicks. I can just use my like finger bones.
All happened like I knew it would. A single drop of source magic. And like flies to honey, the monsters swarmed. The rebel panicked. The carnage began. And the Magisters pointed their fingers at me. Just as I'd planned. I was shackled and collared. And sent to Fort Joy. I'd come here to kill Godwoken. But instead, I became part of their story.
Still a bit groggy, are we? Don't worry. The sedative will wear off soon enough. Easy now. No need to hurry. Get your bearings and report to me upstairs.
Sorry?
She's talking to Julius.
I see.
What did they do to me?
Hell if I know.
Let's get our bearings. Who are you?
You wake up in a room in play here.
I'm talking to the skull on the table.
Yeah.
Fresh out of the crypt, are you? No, we are all walk about like you still had flesh on your bones in your case.
Yeah, that's cool.
Even a silky mortal voice. Ha! Should have known it was a parlour gimmick. Still, you'd best keep that mask on. The living don't take kindly to seeing their future staring back.
Now you are silent. If only all humans were so thoughtful.
Oh, there's a bucket. You can use the helmet.
Okay, so I can turn into...
Oh, human.
Yep, I can change forms to different races.
The indignity. I'm supposed to send people down to the dungeons, not the other way round.
Yeah, this door over here is locked. Oh, this one is open, but we need to get the sprays out of the way. Oh, there's the
Hey, a
sheep.
sheep!
Let's kill it.
Shaking her fluffy coat, the sheep eyes you balefully, her rectangular eyes like letterboxes to the void. With one sharp hoof, she kicks you right in the shin.
I talked to the sheep and she kicked me. Bitch.
Fresh meat. Nice. Plump. Banded like a chicken's leg too.
The depth of unamused ennui staring back at you from those ovine eyes is startling.
Are you referring to the ballerina? Oh, so funny, so funny.
The sheep doesn't like my jokes.
With two shakes of her stumpy tail, the sheep turns away from you to peruse her hay-filled manger. Did you expect a needle? Did you expect a needle? Did you expect a needle?
Oh, we all have our own inventories. Very small. Okay, if you press I, you can see our inventories.
Yeah. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, cannot carry a million items anymore.
Did you expect a needle?
And maybe we can expand the inventory space.
Junk.
Oh, we have backpacks. Yeah, I guess we need to put shit there. We don't have enough space.
Right.
Oh, we need to find the key for this door.
So we're not supposed to go up the ladder or something?
Oh, there's a ladder there?
Yeah, in the middle.
Okay, let's try. Oh, we can, it allows us to lift the turtle there. Okay, yeah.
Right, so...
Let's just keep moving. Okay, let's do the tutorial first. Even though we're basically experts, right? Yeah, I opened the door because I found the key.
Okay, what's in there? This door's locked as well. Oh, there's a lever though.
Oh, there's the pressure.
Yeah, it's the pressure plates.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, the letter I found it basically gives you a hint that you need to do something on the pressure plates.
I found an electric discharge scroll. Gonna talk to this guy.
Some dude is sleeping there, he's like half dead.
Your guess is as good as mine. Someone screamed loud as a banshee. After that,
Okay, so this guy just got dragged into jail.
even told me what I was accused of. Just dragged me down here.
He heard some scream and then he just got put in there. I'm gonna agree to help him get out.
Gentleman among jesters, you are. Give that lever a pull, and I guarantee we'll both get something out of the deal. Set me free, and I'll set you free.
Okay, so he wants me to pull the lever to set him free. Is there a lever around here?
Yeah, right over there.
Alright.
Before you can even touch the lever, you hear a sniff and snort.
Ah.
I should have. What in Lucian's name? I should have known there'd be trouble.
Okay, he wants to fight.
Glory is mine.
Yeah, I think we got this.
Yeah. I assume he's a god or something.
I'm not one to let sleeping dogs lie.
Well, teaching you that fire on oil. I guess that's the purpose of this scripted action. The memories from original scene 1.
He wants to fucking fight too, apparently. I don't know, he's just an asshole. He said he would set us free. Apparently that means killing us all.
he's not technically wrong.
Yeah, well, maybe we should set him free.
Maybe we damaged him next somehow.
No, he literally said he was gonna kill us.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Yeah, after we set him free, he talked to, it might be because I talked to him, so he was like, oh, okay, I said I'd set you free, so I'm gonna, say your prayers.
Oh, I see. Yeah, I didn't get that. Is there a chat somewhere that shows like dialogues and shit?
Well, if it's like the previous one, there should be like a thing you can click, like a listen in button.
Yeah, but I didn't get that. I mean, the chat that records.
Oh, right, the chat log? Yeah, I don't have one. Maybe you have to turn it on in settings?
There's a combat log on the bottom.
Combat log, but I don't see any dialogues.
It doesn't have chat, yeah.
Yield to none.
Alright, that just set all the blood on fire. Oh, the animations are really good. Yeah. Like for the fire. Looks really good. Nice.
Oh, that shocked someone else. Oh.
I'll be fine.
Wait, there's a blood totem. Is that ours?
Seems to be friendly, yeah. It's got a green outline. It's still your turn, by the way, Dino.
Oh, sorry.
All good. Yeah, he's stunned, so we can just fuck him up. Oh, never mind. He doesn't have any weapons either, though. Oh, it's not stunned. It's shocked. It does something different if you hover over it. Decreases your AP and stuff. Don't know. Maybe they got sick of every encounter just being stun locked.
Yeah.
We'll see.
It makes sense.
Okay, I can't get to him without damaging other people.
Oh.
Is there anything in here?
Oh,
There was another lever.
Oh, dude, the ladders, ladder mechanics. Holy shit, this game advanced.
I just picked up a bucket, which I can equip.
You guys keep using those shitty steps. Use ladders.
Who do I pass lockpicks to?
I guess to Fane.
No, technically I don't need them.
I guess you can send it to Loxy. I'll just sell if you don't need lockpicks.
Yeah, I mean at least that's what it told me when I picked the undead.
Okay.
Maybe hold on to it for now, just in case. I'll have to test it, so. Oh, there's a healing potion here.
As soon as we get to Fort Joy, it'll be time to have words with this Boris fellow.
What do we do with the poison? Maybe set it on fire?
Yeah, I think we set it on fire.
Get out of the way though.
Yep.
Because you'll explode.
Nice.
That looked really epic.
Yeah, for...
You just casually summon a fire demon. Or whatever that thing.
And the best thing is, it's an innate ability.
That's probably why it looked epic. Deck of cards.
Someone will be along to clean up, I'm sure.
Oh, that's right. I heal from poison.
Start healing.
Yeah, I am.
And it can spread. So I'm now poisoned even though I didn't touch it.
Okay, so this is it for this tutorial place, I guess.
I think so, yeah. Yeah, I think so.
Okay, so what is happening here? Yes, we were arrested for some bullshit and some chick gave us...
Well, the ones who are wounded, you can use the bait. It's healed surprisingly quickly.
I think they arrested the lady for using source magic, so it could be the same for us. Maybe.
Yeah. It does say
Or-
we're source muted.
Yeah, true.
Oh, we have a source collar on us if you look in the equal.
Yeah, yeah. So it might be all people who are like accused of using source magic. Alright, I guess we just head up.
Why did we get this? What is this?
Yeah, it says here, sorcerers we've been arrested by the Divine Order. The prison island of Fort Joy awaits. We need to find a way to...
Get your dirty...
Oh, you guys already up.
Has any of you seen this
Yeah, we went
ladder?
up.
There's a ladder over here. All of you have left the tutorial deck already?
Yeah, we went up.
So there is no crafting in this game, right?
No, there is.
Oh, there is? I didn't see it.
Yeah, if you press G.
Oh, I mean, there is no crafting skill in this game. Because if you
Oh, crafting skills.
Maybe they derive from other attributes.
I think we can all just craft. Yeah. I don't think there's a skill for it. Yeah, I think they just want all players to be able to do it, probably.
Looks like that collar fits you snugly enough. Nice bit of work, even if I do say so myself.
You should pick up that gold cup.
What do you get the attitude -5?
Oh.
I tried to read the book.
Ah, okay. Yeah, if you hover over it and it's red, it means like it'll
It's an old
trigger.
item, and you'll insult or offend people.
Yeah.
What a well of knowledge this tome is. Dallas is such a dear lending it to me.
I wonder if I sneak. I just saved. You guys wanna?
I do wonder what's in there.
Oh, I just stole a book and told me that people can investigate. Oh, and the item has a mark stolen on it.
Oh, interesting. So you can't just grab something and run around in their house anymore.
Yeah. The Source King insists that there are no magic stolen.
No marks, no indications of a struggle.
I delight in his madness. It is an invitation to manipulate all which we once believed impossible. Okay, so this book is about muting Source. Summary.
Okay. Right. So.
Okay, I'm just dropping. Just drops it back there just in case.
Yeah, it's like sideways now. I'm talking to the Magister, so she said we're gonna have to go to Magister William next to register us in the ship's manifest.
And they're okay, we just killed the dude down below.
Two dudes.
I guess they didn't know. Yeah.
Why? Because we're at sea, of course, and have been for several...
Index fingers pressed to her lips, she pauses a moment to give you a scrutinizing gander.
My word, you do seem a bit...
So we've been on the ocean, on the sea for a few days.
Sedative.
We got sedated.
I'm sure you'll soon gather your wits. Most likely. Event, a new life awaits.
Yep, we're going
If
to
you're
a prison.
particularly good boy, perhaps a cure as well. An end to Source. For good.
They wanna cure us.
Okay, so they want to cure us. Can you guys see the dialogue?
Why don't you try casting
Yeah. Okay.
Source spells?
Alright, then I won't bother recapping it.
Oh shit, what's gonna happen?
Currents of magic surge inside you, boiling, bursting, then
I can't really see the dialogue.
fade back into your soul like rain.
Do you have to click something?
Yeah, you have to click on the character with the ear cursor so you can eavesdrop.
I see. I can tell that you guys are eavesdropping as well.
You better stop before you hurt yourself. All will, but no result. There you have it. See? The collar's function. It neuters you. For your own peace of mind, of course. Yours.
She frowns and peers at you closely.
I just told her that we killed someone.
Delusions such as these are
She doesn't believe us. She's not even gonna check.
Sleep. Just take it easy.
Okay, so what is happening here? What did they let us? I mean, Why do they let us just go around? Do they not care? Just do
Probably because we have collars,
They just don't give a shit, I guess.
I guess. They said we have to go register. So I think as long as we're collared, they basically don't see any threat.
Okay, I wanna see if she can tell that we stole the book, because I'm not gonna save right now.
Okay. I'll be right back, guys.
No indications of a struggle.
There you are. Not too tight, I hope. The collar, I mean. Oh, not to worry. Every dog has to get used to its leash. In the meantime, your next stop will be Magister William. You'll find him on the other side of this deck, in the officers' quarters. No. You're alive, and you're having a conversation.
Index fingers pressed to her lip.
My word. Oh, well, a new life awaits. And if you're a...
Good gods, there's been a murder here.
Quite the mess they made.
Yes, this is a rare kind of magic. I'll need to write to headquarters right away.
Behind the Magister, a bloodied mass lies in a heap. Gore and limbs lie at odd angles. You can't make out a face.
There's been a murder. A sorcerer was killed by one of your own. Lucky you were busy getting your collar fitted at the time, or you'd be a suspect like the rest of them. Waters is investigating. She'll figure out who did it. Always does. Hands to yourself. Bloody sorcerer. Nothing to see.
I'm back. Hello?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so I talked to Magister Caddock here, and he says there was a murder. That's why there was blood.
It seems as though there's a
apparently there was
blood
the guy,
That can't be
the person who got killed, he was a sorcerer, and I think they got killed by another sorcerer. But we're not suspects because when it was happened, we still had the collars put on us.
Ugly sight.
Guess they don't care about the 2 people we murdered.
Yeah.
Burns me up this happened under our protection. We're extremely lucky no Voidwalker followed the source that did this.
She looks up at you with a mirthless smile.
I was on duty in your room when the murder happened. You were asleep the whole time. Didn't even stir. You're one of the only indisputably innocent people on the ship. Unless you can commit murder in your sleep, of course. Finn was killed by Source. If a Magister could do that, there wouldn't be a Magister.
The person who got killed is called Finn. And they say got killed
Right.
by Source.
It looks more like a passenger managed to slip their collar. And the rest, well, you see the evidence in front of you. Listen, I could use someone to keep their ears open among the passengers. Sometimes they clam up in front of a uniform. Bring me a good lead, and I'll throw in a shiny
she's
gold
asking,
coin for you.
us to, like,
How about
talk
that?
to people, maybe get some info.
Yeah.
I can say that I'm no snitch. But honestly, I want to investigate this shit, regardless.
Yeah, look, we'll probably get a chance to kill her later anyways.
Yeah.
Escape the ship.
Okay, so what do I
Oh.
say? Do I say we know
It's up to you.
I'll pick a neutral answer. I will just do whatever I want.
Thanks. I just
You should
wondered
ask some
how
more money.
you ever did this before.
Yeah. Yeah, I should. Fuck.
It's fine.
Okay, we cannot steal the broken source collar. I mean, we can't steal it, just...
Yeah, they'll notice. Yeah.
Okay, that chick haven't noticed the stolen book, so I guess it's okay. It's safe.
Yeah. I guess they might notice if you still carried it, but you're not carrying it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, in the hero beast, the beast
A broad dwarf sits totally
Yeah.
upright on the bench, eyes closed, palms face up on his knees. His beard is a cascade of meticulous plaits, each one braided through with golden medallions. He raises an eyebrow as you approach, but doesn't open his eyes.
Listen up, Ghetto. You hear that? The ship, of course.
A wave of sound washes over you. The unintelligible chatter of your shipmates, the groaning of wood from floor to ceiling, the boom, crash and crackle of waves around you, complaints from the sea itself.
And? A common sort of sound, isn't it? Where there's talk, there's health. That's all you hear, though. Listen close. There now, just like that.
Squeak!
Aha!
His eyes snap open as his countenance breaks into an expression of joy. One great paw claps you on the back. The other catches you before you lose your footing.
There, you heard it, didn't you? I knew it. I knew it. Aye, this is good news, Ghetto. Good news. It's the wheel. The wheel. Don't you see, you beautiful idiot? Squeaks whenever the helmsman jerks it clockwise, which means we're...
Well, how do I know what is the party talking about?
If you scroll up, you can see the previous parts of the conversation once you eavesdrop.
Burn my beard. That means if we've been traveling for... Yes, only 10 points...
Oh, I see. That's how it's done.
...to Fort Joy. Yeah, no indeed, Ghetto. But that ain't my final destination.
The dwarf leans back from the table and strokes his beard, gold medallions jingling merrily. His eyes roll over to you.
That'll be all. Thank ye kindly, Ghetto.
He continues stroking his beard, a beatific smile on his lips, and doesn't acknowledge you anymore.
Stop talking to you.
You
one of them?
There's another origin character here, Sebel.
They killed a sorcerer, you know. They'll hide the evidence.
Ah, yes, they are now recruitable companions.
It was one of them. I know it.
Would you put a knuckle in it? I'm trying to concentrate.
She chuckles.
I'm talking to her.
I bet that's just what they'll look like.
I'll give you that knuckle if you keep carrying on.
She shakes her head.
Game for one, I'm afraid.
She's playing something. She's rolling dice.
Deciding fates. Don't worry, honey. It isn't yours.
She looks you up and down with the merest hint of a coy smile on her lips.
She's doing some sort of fortune telling with the dice.
Never say never, though.
No, she's just bored. She's playing dice.
Yeah, probably.
She eyes you quite seriously.
Not the future, no.
playing
But I can
D&D
read the past in flesh. One of the perks of being an elf, you see. I'm quite good at it, too. I could lick your arm and tell you how you spent the night before last. Shall I?
She gives your arm a vigorous stroke of the tongue, efficient like a cat grooming.
You were in a cellar with other sorcerers, watching, staring at them, hoping that none would stare back. You were thinking of flesh. Or, to be rather more precise, the pleasures of the... Of course it is. The truth's right there, skin deep, so to speak.
Yeah.
But don't you worry, darling. Your secret's safe with me.
But the mask is like a... I guess it's like
I
flesh.
don't lick and tell.
Can we just skip to the part where I reassure you and you shut up?
I wonder if we'll meet them later.
You think me mad?
Mad? No.
I spent my life singing for my slaves to bring me my supper. Finer fare than boiled roots and rotten tubers, too. Meanwhile, the Magisters feast on honeyed meat behind this very wall. The indignity.
And if she tries to run, shoot to kill. You seem on edge, officer. What on earth is the matter?
Oh, something is happening on the other side.
Murder most foul, and I strongly suspect you know all about it. Do you? Well, perhaps you're absolutely right.
The Magister are holding some woman.
Oh.
Sorcerer, and they think they committed murder, I guess. She committed murder.
Yeah.
She's level 5, she could just kill them, like,
You seem on edge, officer.
beat the shit out of them.
What on earth is the matter? Murder.
Looks like they arrested some children.
Strongly suspect you know all about it.
Where is that?
Where I am.
Oh, I found the key.
A key.
Yeah, greasy key, it says.
Okay.
Lucky find.
Oh, I just unlocked the door.
Alright, what's in there?
Murder most foul, and I strongly suspect you know all about it. Do you? Well, perhaps you're absolutely.
Oh, the inventory does expand actually when you get more items.
Okay, cool.
Okay, the journal just has pictures of dragons.
6 new recipes learned.
Yeah, I'll keep the journal for me just in case maybe like somehow a quest item. Okay, this one is locked. Can we lockpick this door?
Which one?
The one that's over there. This one.
I don't know how.
Right click on the door.
Oh, right click, pick lock. Alright, attempting it. Thievery level too low. Yeah. I guess it was good I picked thievery though.
Well, perhaps you're absolutely right.
So is the other door locked as well on this side?
And suffer
Who has pet pal? There's a dog here.
Okay.
You! Sorcerer!
No, it doesn't tell me.
Blood? No! Go!
Okay.
Oh, so
Soul sound.
it can sniff out.
Okay, so it's like a drug sniffing dog.
I've a few questions for you.
Oh yeah, when
You faring okay so far?
Okay, I'm talking to Magister Paid.
Trust me, with Bishop Alexander in charge, things will get a lot better from here on out. He's God-woken, you know.
Okay, apparently someone called Bishop Alexander is in charge and he's God-woken, whatever that means.
You head on in now. Williams will get you sorted fast.
Yeah, she said she wanted to kill the God-woken, so it must mean whoever's running the prison. Okay, we can head in to this room.
Oh, we didn't need to.
To register, yeah, you just have to talk to him.
Oh, but that's a witch from the cutscene.
Yeah, that's the witch from the cutscene.
What on earth is the
Wendigo.
Bolts trained on her. Murder most foul.
No.
I strongly suspect you know all about it.
Standing at the center of the room, you spot a sorcerer haughtily eyeing a pair of nervous-looking magisters. They keep their crossbow trained upon her as she...
Okay, so like you said, they're interrogating her.
So you admit it then? You murdered that poor fella?
Yes, I did. But of course, that was only the beginning.
There we go. Mystery solved.
Mystery solved.
She turns her head and looks you straight in the eye.
There are others whose lives must end.
Good God, the woman's mad. You there, sorcerer, go and fetch Magister Siwan. We need to do more than collar this maniac. We need to shackle her, hands and feet.
It means your journey draws to a close. Do stick around for its finale, though, because...
She reaches for her collar and simply removes it.
I'm just about to create a scene.
Alright, she just took off her collar.
The Voidwoken will come. They'll end us all.
The Voidwoken.
She smiles with wicked satisfaction.
I assume those are the monsters in the cutscene, like when she used Source, a bunch of monsters just came out of her. Yep. Looks like it. Oh, Jesus.
Oh, okay, this
Yeah, well, at least it didn't make us attempt to win it.
Well, this moves to the next phase.
That woman, what's she done?
Said she was going to make a scene. She wasn't kidding.
No time for chatter. We've got to get out of here.
Did we miss out on a quest?
I have no idea. I don't think so.
Don't think you want to reload or what?
No, I think it's fine. There's a bunch of weapons in here. I'll take I'll take 2 improvised ones. Yeah, if you guys want to grab weapons from in here.
I'll take... what the fuck? Twig with a string. Oh, that's a bow, I guess.
Yeah, I think that's the bow. Like the shittiest bow.
I'll take both bow and crossbow. Okay, I'm done.
Did everyone grab something?
I got some weapons.
Yep, make sure you equip them.
Oh, wait, everybody's knocked out. We should, oh, there's a key. A key to store
I think we were just in the stone room. Because this is the stone room door.
His great beard twisted and tangled around him. He is stock still. You can't see if he's living or dead. You hear
Yeah, the origin characters.
No, not the final dark. Not yet.
It's no use. Your words...
The dice roll darkly. They're rolling for me.
Okay, but we can't wake him up.
Yeah, maybe that's...
Alright, so we can't pick him up or anything. Yeah. She fucking blew everything up. Magister Siwan. Alright, so she's still alive as well. I guess we should head up the stairs. Once we're done looking around.
There's a bunch of stairs. Well, there's stairs.
I meant these ones.
Oh, the hatch is blocked. I'll need to find another.
Oh, it's blocked. Okay.
Yeah, I guess there's a little
Yep.
Okay, let's go.
The hound paws desperately at its snout. It winces as it draws blood from its wet black nose and continues scratching. The dog notices you for the first time and snarls. The head... It sneezes suddenly and paws at its...
Can't smell. Can't breathe.
Who has persuasion skills?
Oh, the Red Prince should have persuasion.
Another sorcerer! Like you don't know? Mutiny! Did that witch fix your collar too?
Nice.
Go on then.
Don't have to play rock, paper, scissors.
And stay there.
Can they remove that shit?
Don't think he's gonna do it. This guy's freaking out.
Just leave me be. Get on
Hey, XP is XP.
Who needs a longbow?
Me, Lux.
Okay, send one.
Nice, thanks. Actually, it has the same stats.
Does it have more of a range or something?
No, it's exactly the same.
Okay.
Yeah, this bow that I got is both my first bow and the bow that I had before stream. But hey, it looks a bit better.
I got a key off one of the Magister's bodies. And a note. Note says, Murtoff, death fog barrels have been locked down in storage. Stay out. If anyone starts fooling around down there, it'll be lights out. Okay. So there's some barrels full of some bad stuff in storage. I think I'm immune to death fog actually, as undead.
Well, but if the body is destroyed, then that's as good as dead.
Yeah. So I think the key I found was the key to storage. Because it has the symbol, the Magister symbol for death fog on it.
The marking on the door was painted recently, judging from its pungent scent. You don't recognize the symbol. You press your palm against the door to open it.
Okay.
It feels neither cold nor warm, but simply grey.
I mean, I think I can...
There's some dead bodies in there if you need the loot.
Okay, so there's a door here. I'm pretty sure it's open.
Yeah.
I wasn't able to open it.
I've got the key, like I said.
Oh, you cannot open it.
Something's breaking through. What the hell are those things?
Oh shit.
Oh my god.
Death fog. I need to get out of here now.
Okay, that's for you, Faye. Go ahead.
Yep.
Oh, you are immune.
Yeah, I'm immune. It told me at the start when I picked an undead character. So I can just walk around in this shit. But it'll kill any of you. There's nothing here though.
There are stairs going up here. Ready to go up?
One sec. Okay. I'm heading up.
So you found nothing, right?
No. There's a fight once you go up the stairs. Vicious voidling.
Oh, it's up.
No, your summon's immune to poison.
Because I summoned him on poison, so it gains the poison property.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
Oh, nice. You can actually summon two.
More like I alter the summon based on what surface I summon it on. If I aim at the flames, maybe I'll get a fire summon.
Yeah, that's cool.
Oh, there's like Kraken behind us.
Oh, Jesus, yeah. I didn't even see that. The ship's fucked.
Careful of the aerial effect.
Yep.
Good buffs, wound, friendly fire.
Yeah, I think you're fine. Oh no, you made me block. Oh, you destroyed the totem.
Oh, whoops. It's your turn, Dino. Point blank arrows.
Well, this is way easier.
That's true. There wasn't really much of a tutorial area in the first game though. You just kind of got thrown in immediately. Is it?
I have a feeling we missed out some quests, but I guess never mind. Someone heal?
Oh, the water barrel.
Yeah, there are water barrels. There might be something on the corpses over there. There was some gold on one of them. Maybe there's nothing else up here.
there are some barrels behind the giant. Sure,
Right.
there's like a super one of these.
Yeah, of course.
Oh, never mind.
So we do a vote. Who wants to rescue? Who wants to just run? I also want to
Yeah,
rescue.
right.
Anyone else?
Yeah, let's go rescue him.
Okay.
Thank you! There's a ladder right over there. You can go straight down.
You're gonna be the death of us, you hear?
Alright, cool.
Where's
There's
the
the
ladder
ladder.
they're talking about?
Just here.
Oh, they're already waiting.
Get yourself on the ladder. There's a... Wait! Void
Oh, there's a
motion.
fight. Oh, there's a lot of
Alright. Oh, you're already way in the middle of it.
Well, but fighting means more XP, right?
Yeah, no, fights are good.
As usual,
Combat's
watch the
really-
turn order.
Combat's really satisfying in this one.
Wow, those people are once down, but now they are healed up and
Okay, so my the magic armor
Makes sense.
Dude, they've got
Yeah, but we'll get their XP. You're up, Diner. Oh, damn. That's weird. It might be because of the blood.
Yeah.
Saf is up.
Yep.
Oh my god, I got hasted for the first time in 2 years. I just killed
Yeah, I'm just looking at my AP.
Oh yeah, it's blinding rain. Oh yeah, assuming it works.
Yeah.
I don't know how this shit works. Oh, and now it looks like skills can miss.
Huh.
Yeah, this is
Telling when there might be more. We need to move.
Away! We don't have much time.
nice, we saved.
Cool. Oh, no, I guess. Do we save her or not?
The Majesty.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's save.
Alright, look around for some way to help her. Alright, I'm gonna stop the bleeding.
Blood quickly soaks through
She's
the
bleeding from her neck.
Magister Siwan's mouth opens and closes, her eyes wide in terror. Blood pours out from around the bandage. Magister Siwan reaches out to you, her hand flailing. It's working. The pressure is stemming the flow of blood. Siwan clutches your arm, her eyes locked with yours. Something within the ship snaps. The floorboards shudder. Siwan struggles to her feet, clinging to you tightly. The ship lets out a deep groan, then cracks.
Oh shit. Game over.
Shit. No, I don't think so. I think we just have to... Oh shit, never mind. Can't even get up. Oh, we got XP.
Well,
We didn't get off the boat though. Spent too much time trying to save her. I reckon it probably does. Maybe it changes where you end up next. No, it's fine. God just saved us.
Honorable Dallas, we lost a ship sailing sorcerer prisoners to Fort Joy. We assume some escaped and broke their collars. Their vile magic lured the Voidwoken. All who were aboard are presumed dead. Yours faithfully into eternity, High Judge Oriven.
The ship snapped like kindling. That Voidwoken was impressive. Terrifying, but impressive.
Maybe that disembodied voice will save us from this place too.
That looks nice.
Yeah.
Out of tentacular reach.
Looks real good.
This collar is choking the life from me. Perhaps there's a solution inside.
Oh, we got a waypoint.
Ah, Brachus Rex. I've read his history. Quite gruesome, even for a human.
Yeah.
Killed him in the first time.
Yep.
Brachus Rex. King, sorcerer, and scholar.
Brachus Rex? Who's that
The
again?
man who put his likeness in stone is a fool in my book.
There's someone named Tam.
Imagine having the call for 100 generations.
The child has a small mirror in his hands. He holds it up at angles, inspecting his eyes, his chin, the crown of his head. He spots you, and his arms snap to his side.
I'm not supposed to talk to strangers. Hi, Losa.
Oh, this is one of the kids.
Tam, are you a sorcerer too?
Are you sure? I don't remember the names.
I think, oh, I mean, I don't remember exactly his name, but there were like 3 kids on the ship, so I think this is one of them. Could be. But he says he's a sorcerer.
And looks at you, hard. He holds up his little mirror and peers into it, inspecting your reflection. His eyes go wide. The mirror falls.
I have to go.
The boy begins to cry.
He's got a collar on him, so he's definitely from the ship. Oh no, wait. Everyone on this island probably has a collar. Yeah. Never mind. Why'd he start crying?
I don't know, he dropped his mirror.
Oh, he's scared of you specifically, Losa.
Oh yeah, I'm like...
Cause you're like full of demons and shit.
Yeah, you guys see my problem.
You wouldn't think that if you saw what I saw. She isn't really a lady named Losa. She's something else.
Losa, that's compromised.
Losa, yeah.
Okay.
Alright, don't worry, I'll protect the child from you.
No one cares where I go. I know I can't leave the island. It's nicer out here than inside anyway. They're gone now. The Magisters took them already. I guess now they're cured. And maybe they're waiting for me
Yeah,
back home.
quote unquote cured.
But you didn't die. I guess I am. But it's just normal to be scared. Nowhere isn't scary. There isn't anywhere safer. You'll see.
Alright, so he's basically saying there's nowhere safe on this island. Oh, you can ping things.
Oh.
That's pretty cool.
How do you do that?
If in the top right, there's a button next to your minimap.
So that's how it works.
Yeah. Oh, you can see enemies' sight range by holding left shift. So you don't have to go into sneaking.
But there's just the box.
Yeah. Yeah, let's just
What are you guys thinking about? Let's go.
just trying it out.
Void woken. Those are the same beasts that sank our ship.
Okay, let's go.
Damn.
I'll put on up.
Sure.
Oh wait, magic shield doesn't do
Nice timing.
Oh yeah, vampiric blood. Oh, they cure for blood, I guess.
Ah. Yeah, they've got vampire. Blood infusion.
Wait a second. Oh, that was even summoning outside the combat. Well, I was wondering why is that thing.
Yeah, I summon right as combat start.
Okay.
Cool.
It's pretty cool. There's like reference to the character.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. The characters are way more interesting than the ones we had in the first game. Yeah, like all the origin characters seem, but Jesus, fucking overkill.
Indiscriminate as well.
Yeah.
But you've aggroed them, I guess.
Yeah, I would run away. Does poison hurt? Oh, I guess it does. It's good damage too.
Miss. Oh, it's on 1 health, come on.
Ah, probably die next time.
Yeah, it'll die next turn, it's burning. And poisoned. Just target the other one.
Vulnerable to fire. You can because of Lawmaster skill, I can right click on the monster and examine it.
Oh, cool.
Oh, even if I do the same, you share lore with me. It says. Yeah, they're limited to fire.
Vulnerable to fire. Oh, because they
yeah.
are burning.
Okay, so
they
because
do more
you have
damage.
Lore Master, we can all do it.
Oh, that's good.
That'll be pretty useful.
Yeah, and the previous game had the same thing, we just never used it because who cared.
Yeah.
Oh, the fire totem is immune to fire damage. Oh, it's because
I summon it on fire.
Oh, you summoned him in fire. Okay, cool. Yeah, yeah. So we can fix that.
Yeah.
So, the slain
Reflection dialogue.
comment that they must have
Yep.
been the cause of the shipwreck.
They're just animals.
Basically.
Easy enough to euthanize.
Oh, then the character you can decide and evolve the character based on what they say. Interesting.
Yeah, it's like the first game, but for all of us instead of just the two main players.
Scripted. Instead of scripted, is now branching. Interesting.
Yeah, yeah. Well, me and Sub in the previous game had this, but you guys didn't.
Oh, because of the two custom characters that are part of the main story, I guess.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. But in this one, it's all four.
They didn't put up much of a fight. Dry land mustn't suit them.
It was good to see some of them bleed after what they did to the ship.
Party banter, interesting.
We're basically spicy assholes, and I like that.
Yeah, I mean they were literally like giant demon bug things. I'm not gonna feel bad for them. Look at them.
Oh, more
He wasn't so bad on the ship, at least. Poor fella.
I think we should stick to not using the resurrects. It would make things too easy.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
If we could just resurrect, but yeah.
Well, I guess we'll see how the game goes. For now, it's very easy.
I'd still prefer we didn't use them. We just end up with like so many. Alright, nothing in the water.
Oh, can you sleep on ice? Hold on, let's see. Yeah.
Yep.
Yep, it does.
Awesome. But at least we got this.
So you can already start a combo.
Yeah, I picked up 2 ones.
Who needs access? 4 to 5 physical. I got a couple of them.
I'm using 1, so I'm good.
Yeah, I'm using both. Maybe Dino, Red Prince.
Yeah, I could take it.
Oh, I found book that lets me craft.
Okay, there's a squirrel here named Sir Laura.
Look here, Quirkus. Another giant. My word, this blasted isle is teeming with them.
He's riding a skeleton of a squirrel. I think.
Yeah, he is.
What's that? Yes,
I think it's a cat, actually. Looks like a cat.
Acorn servants. Quite right, very impressive. But that is no reason to trust it. Giants like that destroyed our forests. They... What? Dear me, have you taken leave of all 6 of your senses? You... Oh, I see. You cunning devil, Quirkus. Of course, if it defeated the Great Acorn's vile servants, it could do so again. We need only follow in its big, wide shadow and be safe.
I wonder if we can get
Yeah, alright. Let's get him to follow us.
I want to get this guy as a summon.
Yeah, that'd be great.
We got this guy as a summon.
Yeah.
Or just him as a companion.
Egads! It's
sour tongue, Quercus. I should have thought. What do you mean a good time for introductions? You know full well who I am, you silly old cat. The great Salora. Oh, introduce myself to the giant. I shall do no such thing. You give away your trust too easily, my dear. No, we will have the giant march. In time, we'll see whether it deserves our confidence. Now, onwards! Shield! Venture forth, post-haste. The great acorn waits for no one.
Okay. We need to go kill someone, I guess.
Yeah. Let's see what's down here.
This fucking squirrel is level 4. Could kill us all.
He could. It doesn't seem to be anything.
Oh, also we're close to a level up.
That's cool. There's some shells here. Looks like it branches off here. We can go left or right.
We should go left because I mean I'm looking at the map and it says like there's a dark. There's a
All right. Let's go. Let's go then.
where are you guys going?
I had the map rotated, so I guess this one.
Oh, if you look.
A black cat.
Oh, there's a cat here.
It seems we're not the only ones taking
The
on
cat's
stray.
eyes are clouded and grey, but it stares at you with acute intensity.
What? How did I get... Hey, stop following me. Me? I know who I am. Or at least I think I do. Sometimes it feels like... You'll be popular. Plenty of grim faces here. Plenty of...
The cat shakes its head, as if trying to wake up from
Wait,
deep...
is this cat the fucking what's his face again?
Yeah.
Yeah, Arhu.
I'm fine. I just...
The cat opens his mouth as if to speak, but his eyes lose...
He looked different, and he sounded.
That's true.
Who knows?
Yeah, he definitely sounded different.
Oh, on the map there are wines that are marks. You can see, but
Okay, now you've got two animals following you. You're just collecting them now.
cannot reach the wines. Wait.
Vines. Wait, where are they?
You can like if you look close. There's like.
Oh yeah, and there's a chest up there.
Yeah, how to get there though? There's a path here. I guess we need to come from the other side. Maybe.
But bridge is broken on that side.
Maybe we need something what will help us to get the wine. Like a road.
Yeah, I'm just gonna mark it on the map. Yeah, but this way we'll remember. Just as like a reminder.
Oh, there's something here.
I've spotted something.
Cave? It's a cave.
Keep an eye out for secret passages.
I wonder
That's cool.
where this leads.
That human.
Hidden alcove.
It's not very hidden, it's like well,
Ooze barrel.
the ooze barrel actually. That human already in use.
How'd you get poisoned?
the poison on the ground.
Oh, there's vines here.
Level up.
Oh, did we all level up?
Yeah.
Cool. Let's see.
Probably we found a location and earn XP for discovery experience.
Ah shit, I picked the stat points when I
Did you?
well, somewhat, but I guess it doesn't matter. I realized I just misplaced stat
Oh, okay.
but you get
Not a huge deal.
You get more of them in this game.
Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like
I'm gonna keep putting points into my spell ones for now.
I'm gonna wait a bit to see what like skills I can find in this game.
That's fair. Oh, you get separate. Do you get separate points for combat and civic? It looks like it.
Yeah. That's good, I like that.
Oh wait, we've only got one point. Never mind.
Oh wait, it's 1 point on both?
I can't tell. It says available one, but I don't know if it's one per category or.
Let me save just in case I'm trying. Yeah, it's separate,
Okay, cool. That's good. It means you don't have to like decide between them. In that case, I can at least put my point into Savory. And I'll wait on the other one. I'm talking to the crying child.
The child quiets and seems comforted by your presence. She looks up at you with curious eyes. The child nods and reaches up to you. As you hold her, her breathing grows slow.
I just gave her a hug.
Thanks. You're nice. You can have this. I found it outside, but I can't read it yet. That's next year.
She nestles back into her spot on the ground and starts tracing figures.
Looks like she just gave me something? A book?
Go, she-pig!
I got called sheepy by a woman.
She eyes you suspiciously.
Please.
Okay, she doesn't want
Okay. What if I talk to her? Yeah, it called me a man pig. Okay, I apologized, and she's like, calm down. And she still wants us to go there.
Okay, it definitely feels like there's gonna be a fight. There's a battle somewhere. Sir Laura is going ahead. Oh shit, he's going to a fight. Where did he go?
You're in a fight?
No. Oh wait, Sir Laura went ahead of me for some reason, and then he teleported back.
Who's Sir Laura?
The squirrel.
Oh. I fucking forgot the squirrel had a name.
Oh, there's an ancient turtle.
Yeah, there's a few.
Whoops.
Ancient tainted turtle. Okay. Guess you can't talk to him.
Yeah, and I'm not a very good position.
No. We'll see how we go. You saved before, anyways.
Well, I can heal myself. It's fine at this one. Ah, fuck.
No, that's not good.
Finally a tough fighter.
Yeah, now that we're past the
It's scaled to
tutorial.
level because those are level 2.
Well, level 2. Yeah, we should summon for this fight. Before going to heal. Yeah, they're weak to fire. Jesus.
Oh, fuck. Reload? Yeah.
Yeah, I've got myself in a bad position here.
Yeah, yeah.
Let me know when to start the bath.
Start what?
The encouragement bath.
I don't know. You should start with summon.
What's happening to these turtles? They're transforming.
There was 95% chance I missed it.
At least you got crit.
Crippled, blocked by physical armor.
You know, this like a shield in you know, like the shield bar in Halo. Physical armor. If you look on top of your health bar on your on above your skill bar, can you see physical armor, magic armor?
Yeah.
Okay guys, be careful with fire spells.
Right, because of the oil?
Get the healing spells as well.
Yeah, I've got healing spell. You should probably let the turtle come to you, and then you can set him on fire.
Yeah.
The big one seems content to stand back and just use long range skills.
I think that's on cooldown. She'll probably come closer next time. She has that skill that like charges the enemies. Okay, wait, I can heal free.
Yeah, I have to heal myself.
Glory is mine.
Oil totem. Oh, it's like a snake. It's pretty cute.
Why was fire?
I think because there was
damn it.
poison on the ground.
Oh, the thing is that the oil totem is like a bomb. Like those bombs.
Okay.
Well, he wants to come closer.
Yeah, that would.
Shit. You should move out of the way so I can blow him up.
I can't really move without invite another AoE.
You can only get one attack. Okay, the AI doesn't seem to be much.
Maybe this one that hasn't noticed.
Oh wait, it's going over there. Oh, the magic armor protects from burning.
He has physical armor, so you have to remove the armor first before you can get his health.
I might use the dragon breath. I don't know. That's a good idea.
Check it's like cone of like impact
It
or
might
whatever.
set off because
You also blew up the oil totem, I guess.
we're on the oil, so I don't know if it
It
might.
doesn't look like Fane is in the oil.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'll
I
give
think
it a
I'm
go.
just outside it. Yeah, I'm fine.
Oh, you executed the totem and you got the for it.
Oh, nice. A 2 AP is actually a lot in this as well.
Unconventional use of summon.
Execute your friends. Fane is not.
Can you cripple it or something?
First of all, I'm gonna get out of the way, I think.
Yeah, be careful of the attack of opportunity. I think you might get attacked.
Oh yeah, I forgot about attack of opportunity.
Heal yourself. Unless you're
Uh, Yeah, I can't at the moment. I could just play dead, I guess.
I don't even know what it is.
It's basically like being invisible. I'll just attack. Yeah.
I might be able to finish this.
Yeah. Best defense is a good offense. Oh shit!
Oh, wait, do they explode or something? I don't get it.
Yeah, what happened?
Look at the message log.
Alright, let's reload. What happened? Why did it kill me?
I think something exploded, the oil. But the oil is already burning unless it explodes again.
Oh, let me see the...
How do you look at the log again? Sorry?
the bottom right, there's the bottom.
Oh, I see. Let's see. It doesn't say anything. Maybe it spread the oil somehow. I don't know.
Yeah, we reload.
Yeah.
I think they just explode.
Yeah, it just exploded for some fucking reason. Alright, I guess we gotta keep our distance as much as possible.
So we should time the buffs.
Yeah, the scroll's just using us as a shield.
Okay, how do we approach this?
Archer on high ground.
Yeah. Damn, no more teleportation skills for us to choose the game.
It's under air. Who can backstab?
I think none of us.
I remember Red Prince.
Nah, I don't think I have it.
And who can start the oil or the fire so they can get the totems to be enchanted?
I can use my dragon breath.
Careful, another turtle's coming closer.
Well, I've got the knockdown but I don't know if it wastes it. Oh yeah, I have that armor of frost, so...
These turtles. They're transforming.
You're gonna die, bro. Yeah, I think they just explode on them. That's the
Uh-oh.
It's fine, I got you. So yeah, guys, we basically need to kite him in this fight. Just throw some shit from far away. Summons to work, holy shit. Oh jeez. Well, reloading.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We could try coming back to this fight as well if we think it's too tough.
No, we have to. We can train the big guy first. Maybe we have to try to kill the big guy in one turn.
Yeah, we could try and focus fire on him.
What we need to do, like, stay from far away as possible. The
Yeah.
big problem is the explosions. I think we can tank most of that shit. Like, if we stay right here and just shoot one of the turtles and summon some stuff to, like, cover for us. So the big turtle and the other turtle focus on the summons, I think we can do it.
Yep.
Or we can go around here.
Oh yeah, actually, well, yeah, we could focus fire on the big turtle. But the problem is collecting.
Careful, you're too close.
What's this? I found something.
Found something. Oh my god, I can pickpocket you guys.
I don't have the right tool for digging.
Oh, I need a shovel?
If you are a shovel or you're a lizard, you can dig here. So the lizard can dig.
Oh, really?
The,
We should try. Dino.
the ground here appears freshly dark. If you have a shovel or you're a lizard, you can dig here to seek buried treasure.
Okay, cool.
Yep, that's done.
Restoration scroll and a whole bunch of gold. I'm gonna give
All right.
scroll to someone. Could use a scroll. Well,
Well, that reminds me, I should send my healing potion to someone else because it's useless to me.
Oh, you? Oh yeah, you can use other people. Okay, so what should we do here? Attack the big turtle then?
Yeah, I think attack the big one and just try and take him out as soon as possible.
Okay, just attack him. 1, 2, 3, go.
Summon the fire and oil.
What's happening to these? They're transforming.
Yeah, careful about the oil.
You've been slowed down, be careful.
Okay, this doesn't look like a correct strategy. maybe the enemies are smarter. Ignore sounds.
Oh shit. Sorry.
Why does that attack everybody?
It's a Nova. It's a Nova that's centered on the user, I guess.
Yeah, it's because of the oil. It doesn't attack everybody. It's because there was oil there, I think.
Oh, I see.
It's because I'm on a weird angle as well, I think. It, like, wasn't expecting it to
It's
hit you guys.
centered on you, right?
Yeah, but it doesn't hit allies. It only hits enemies.
But it lights the terrain, I guess.
Yeah. Something weird happened. Yeah, I think it's because, yeah, it's where I'm standing is weird. There we go.
Okay, should I heal myself then?
Yeah, you should.
Something.
Wait, it didn't blow up this time. What the fuck? I don't understand. Or maybe
Interesting.
Oh, he did blow up again.
He did, yeah.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, there's the fire. Oh, that's the strategy. You bunch them up together. And you may have them all blow up on each other. I'm slammed. I just love how well this game works.
Yeah.
Just die.
Oh, he walked around the fire.
Oh, okay, well, goodness. Wait, she's gonna explode, so yeah, you should wait for that.
Yeah, you should get out of the way.
Careful of AoE though.
Oh, there's also attack opportunities.
Yeah. It's fine. Just keep going.
Well, you exploded yourself as well.
Yeah, bro. Should have moved away.
Oh, my bad.
We need to find something to take out the big turtle first.
Yeah, I mean, we're doing well, actually.
Yeah, I think the same strategy should work.
What's happening to these turtles?
Oh shit.
They're transforming.
Sorry, it must have seen me. Yeah, it did.
It's okay, we've managed to do some stuff. So it's not the worst thing. And
Yep.
we can get extended ignition.
Yeah, watch out. But it hit me as well, what the fuck? Nah, it's because of where I'm standing. Like, this is literally the only time this shit's happening.
Yeah, if we can get them here. And blow up. Oh, but they also do spot fires. I should have dropped the heal instead of attacking.
The Red Queen's turn.
It's fine, I've got this. Maybe move on. Okay, I hope this the AoE doesn't hit it.
What are you using?
I'm just normal attack to finish the turn.
Okay, nice.
I should probably drop a heal here. Some just.
Yeah.
I wish I could heal Fane, but it's not happening.
No, you can't heal the undead. Be careful.
Yeah, I'm not. Oh, you can just kill one of the turtles from the that.
Interfered path.
Oh shit. So there we
They
go.
blew up.
Yeah, they blew up.
Get the poison spell. Once
Yeah, hold on.
fire. Once he stops getting on fire. Okay, apply poison.
Yep, hold on.
Well, at least he can heal himself.
What I need is a second poison wand, so I can use 2.
Once I get some poison arrows,
I have an extra poison wand.
Oh, do you? Pass it over.
Yeah, to Fane. Okay.
Are you sure you can target yourself?
I can just target the
Send.
ground and then walk into it.
Oh yeah.
So I've got another poison wand for you.
Awesome, thanks.
We need someone to lock me here.
Do you want the fire wand I have?
Well, I do not know if you need it to set off combos or something.
I've got 2 poison wands, so I'm fine. I can only equip 2, so...
I mean, sometimes you may want the poison, or sometimes you may want the fire. I'm not sure.
Well, how many... What do you have equipped at the moment?
A water wand and a shield.
Okay, that's fine then.
We probably do need a shield though.
True, if you're fighting from range, you should probably equip 2 wands as well.
Well, because the shield has an item skill that allows me to restore my physical and magic armor.
Okay.
You know, it's an ability granted by an item.
Right.
But then again, who needs the shield more? Shouldn't... I'm not sure if...
It would be the Red Prince, probably, who needs it more. Although...
Unless he's specializing in dual wielding.
What have you got equipped, Dino?
A wand and a axe.
Okay, so we've all got 2 items anyway, so it doesn't matter too much. Like, just use what you want.
Saf, can you lockpick chest?
Sure, where is it? I have no idea where you are. Oh yeah, I see. Nice, unlock using your bony fingers. We've got a fortify scroll, mage's pants, and gold. I might take these pants. There we go. Not wearing rags anymore, still have a bucket on my head.
guess positioning really helps in combat.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, I kinda learned that.
Yeah.
Nice, kill some turtles.
The corpses don't disappear either, they just stick around.
Oh shit, the cat died on poison.
Oh shit, when did that happen?
I don't know. Just
The fuck?
I just followed me, I guess. Died.
Oh my god, it's so stupid. Can you resurrect it?
That's a good question. You want me to try that?
Yeah, why not? We're not using the scrolls anyway.
Yeah, I don't.
When did he die? During the combat?
No, I just poisoned him. Okay, no, I cannot use it. Yeah. Invalid target set. Bet if you.
Is there?
I bet if you kept this cat throughout the whole game, give you like super duper item.
Do you think there's some way to get to that ship on the map? On the top right?
Oh, that's the ship we came from.
Yeah, do you think we can get back on it? There kind of looks like there's a path.
Yeah, actually, yeah, we can go try it. Come back and try that. Maybe there's like a path.
There's a path across the rocks. I just found it. Yeah, we can get back on the ship. Oh, dude, there's some like shit happening. Do you guys want to come back?
Yeah, I'm coming.
I'll just wait. There's a whole bunch of shit happening.
Gonna eat 'em, were you? You damn savage.
They do not earn the honor.
Yeah, we're all here.
I warn them.
I'll purge
Contaminated doesn't sound nice.
No.
A group of magisters circle an elf, weapons drawn.
Seed of
The
power.
hound barks to draw their attention.
There's the hound here.
Sir, we've got company. Ah, planning an ambush with this scion, were you? The witch don't fool me. She's wrecked this ship by herself.
Okay, so the vines, old elven magic.
I tell you, I am no witch. The spores do this. If I do not find the rest,
They've like split the corpse.
Weren't much use when we flooded your forest with death fog, were it?
Oh. Oh, the death fog is what, yeah, they use it. Magisters. I guess that's
Oh, okay.
carrying in those crates, barrels.
Yeah, yeah.
Lucian said it was a necessary evil. Me? I was just sorry we didn't get the lot of you.
You! I tried to give you a chance. More than your divine order give mine.
Oh, sir. Her armor!
The Scion twitches in sudden rage, and her armor uncoils, as if made of living vine.
No more chances.
I've got a new stick for you to chew on.
Yeah.
There's where's the hound? Behind us? Oh yeah, it's
Yeah.
Oh fuck.
Oh shit.
They're all in a line.
Yeah, we are boned here.
Yeah.
Dude, there's oh my god, their armor. Magister Krantz is like
Jesus. Okay. Are we even ready for this?
Wrong position.
yeah, it's not gonna be easy. Unless Diana gonna kill all of them.
Yeah, we'll see. I guess.
They're all level 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, except for the dog. But the dog has like 37 armor. 37 that physical resistance. I got
Dude.
this. It's okay, I've got this. Get
Oh, thanks. I feel better now.
Yeah, that's it.
Dude, you didn't do anything.
Yeah, there's like a whole bunch of physical resistance.
Yeah, yeah.
What is it called? Physical armor.
Yeah, physical armor.
Yeah, we should come back here later.
Yeah, I think this is beyond us.
Unless we just hide somewhere. Wow. Everybody, if she can. Probably cannot.
I don't think she can, yeah. Not all of them. Yeah, no, they're gonna fucking destroy us. We need to come back when we're level 3. There's no way we can win this, yeah. Or at least have some, like, armor or something. We're still wearing buckets and shit.
Yeah, I don't know if it's armor, just maybe it will be better one with breaking battles or some shit. Because I remember in the previous game winning fights because Red Chickens higher level enemies.
Yeah, for sure. It's just like right now we have, like, not many things, like, not many options. So it's hard to come up with that many strategies.
Don't know if
Matt, you're dead.
today or not, because it's been quite a while already. Oh, this game is really overloading on my mind already.
Oh shit. Why are we in the fight?
I pressed a quick load. It put me on autosave. Well, I have a quick save for this shit.
Okay. What was that? Sorry, Julius? Did you when did you want to stop?
Long enough or not?
It's up to you. I'm happy to keep going, but if anyone wants to stop, that's fine as well.
I mean, I want to keep going. I mean, I still have time.
Yeah, I still have time.
Yeah, I can play whenever.
Right, I think we continue a bit.
Cool. Game's awesome so far. Okay, healing. There's a healing potion and a scroll in here if we want to try and steal it.
Should we put a marker here or something?
I'm sure we'll remember this, but we can, yes.
Unless there's something hidden.
Oh, I found a decaying scroll, and I found a staff. Okay, 6, 8 air. From 6 to 8 air damage. Anybody want it?
I'm good.
Staffs are melee only though.
Yeah.
I can take the staff.
Okay.
Thanks.
Oh, this is a city here.
That'll be Fort Joy.
Anything yet? Let's not trigger the story yet.
Answer him.
Yeah, we can have a look around before we talk to the Magister.
Pretty shells on the shore.
Oh, there's a child.
Hey, lady. It's a lot nicer here than that stinking boat, huh? I'm sure glad some of the others made it out alive too. Saw one of them wringing out their tunic at the shore a few.
Okay, the child told me that some people have survived.
Right.
1, 2, longer than the creek. 3, 4.
I feel like that's it for this location. Just moved everywhere.
Oh, by the way, guys, when you talk to people, don't forget to check if they have anything, like, interesting to sell.
Okay, so do a progress. Go talk to Magic.
Yeah, I think that we've pretty much explored the whole top half of the island. If you look at the map.
Now speak.
Please.
Your Godwoken has asked you a question. Stay back, sorcerer, and stay silent. Our Godwoken speaks.
We know you've been helping sorcerers escape, Atusa. We have proof.
Are you guys all listening?
Yeah, I am.
Yeah.
Are you sure that Jules not even listening?
Oh, I can't. Yeah, I can't see right now because I'm in the condo.
Where is Julius?
I'm on the way.
They're just important stuff, probably. There's a Bishop Alexander here. With a big shit. Jules, you can click on one of us to like listen. listen to the conversation. Already in.
I'd sooner cut my tongue out than lie to you, Alexander. I know nothing of any escapees.
If you can tell the Godwoken no more, your tongue is of no use. Cut it out.
This can't be serious, Alexander. Come.
You should know by now to obey your superior, Magister, whatever she may ask.
Should I say something?
Atusa pinches the tip of her tongue with 2 fingers and brings her dagger to its root.
I guess not.
Her eyes squeeze shut. Drops of blood form against the dagger's edge and quickly fall to the ground. She groans.
She's alright.
Stop! My father, may his soul rest in peace, would be disappointed in you, Atusa. To think you would lie to his only son, your bishop, and your friend these many years. The fate of our realm hangs in the balance. If you will not help us save it, then you will help the Void destroy it. Dallas?
Yes, Your Holiness?
I believe we're done here. Oh, fuck.
What a waste. Come.
Jesus, alright.
We need it elsewhere.
The hammer's pet, this thing they call it. The big fucking things.
Yeah, they're fucking huge.
Yeah, we're gonna be fighting those for sure at some point.
Yeah,
No doubt.
for sure. We've got a conversation, dialogue.
The lizard magister, or what's left of her, lies in a puddle of gore.
Option 3 is pretty funny.
Right? What did she do anyway?
These magisters are almost vicious enough to join the lone wolves.
To die at the hands of a human is insulting and unjust. I will have blood for her blood.
Funny dialogue.
It seems I have one less jailer. How tragic. If
So
only I
sarcastic.
could shed tears.
You got a grenade, a kill potion, the resurrection scroll, and a leg. Got her lamp.
Oh, like.
You want to see the other parts to this conversation, or do we continue on?
Oh shit, I got a tutorial that elves can eat limbs of people to get their experience.
Oh, that's fucking weird.
Yeah, that is.
You should eat it.
Messy, but weird.
Yeah, it is.
Do you want to reload to try the other conversation path, or do we stick to this?
I think it's gonna.
Nah, let's keep going. Yeah, I think no matter what you do, they're probably gonna squash her anyway.
Saw him, didn't you? The hammer and Alexander. They gave that scaly traitor what for, they did. Missed quite the scene. The bishop himself and his right hand laid down the law on a traitor among our own ranks. One of the last lizard magisters burst into quite the bloody mess, she did. Bishop's a son of the dead divine. Don't know when we'll get a new one, but Alexander's looking after us in the meantime all the same. And the hammer's a solid sort. Don't take no guff and don't stand for no idling. Earned that name for a reason, she did. When you give up the darkness that's inside you, take your fault, it's there. They're working on a cure for you even now.
Got some good leads, so I hear. During the time of Lucian, of course. Who wouldn't join up with God himself? He was all glory, all goodness. When we lost him, well, it only made sense to see his will
I've played
through.
some other Divinity games before, but I kinda blanking out on the story. Like I remember something with Lucian the Divine.
Okay.
He's supposed to be like Jesus or something.
Right.
But he fell in love with some demon woman. Well, like a kind of evil woman or something. And they had the Antichrist together or some shit.
Can't for certain, but I reckon when God himself gives his life to protect you, you don't waste the gift. Yep, so that's what we do. Lucian gave his life to protect Rivellon. If we let the Voidwoken get to it now, well, we'd have lost him for nothing. Fort Joy ain't no summer camp. No one said it were, but it's a...
Did you see him? You did,
A lot of
right?
dialogue here.
Those claws.
Yeah.
Wonder what's behind the masks, too. Can't be pretty. The Geists, dummy. The Hammer and Alexander had 2 in tow just a moment ago. Ugh. Thought you lot would be interested in a thing like that. Horrors, eh? Easy to say when you haven't looked a Voidwoken in the eye. Now why don't you move along and settle in? A Magister will come and find you when they're ready for you.
Oh, now the game is teaching me how to quick save.
Disgusting like threats.
The Divine Order's all that stands between everything you see and a Voidwoken's throat. Any traitor to them is a traitor to us all. Believe it or don't. The Divine Order doesn't need our loyalty. They'll save us in spite of ourselves. Even you, skin shedder.
You push you. I want only bread.
Now there's a painting of Lucian here. It's like naked, half naked. For the ladies, I guess.
What's up, God? Is this place really what you had in mind for us?
Right, so those big guys are called Geists.
Really what you had in mind for us?
The shrine depicts Lucian the Divine, avatar of the 7 gods. It does not react.
So if I steal like a carrot here, people really gonna look for the person who stole it?
Come on then, Legsy. Pay up. Respect? Huh. Someone's got to keep this place running. Griff can't do it for free. Why'd you gotta make this so hard? Pay up, elf. No one shorts Griff. Especially not one of you. Everyone in camp's got to contribute. For food, for protection, no exceptions. Especially not for elves. Griff's orders.
Food? Protection? I have neither.
You two ought to be thanking your lucky gods it's us, and not the Magisters enforcing round here. A fool never knows what they've got till it's well and gone. Now come on, elf. If you make me say it again, there's gonna be trouble.
So we have a choice here to antagonize
Yeah.
the camp leaders.
What do you think I should do?
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'm not interested in like protecting people, but I don't want to listen to some assholes either.
Yeah.
We got a system, and it looks like you
Don't want to fit in.
He's gonna fight. Gonna trigger a fight. Yep. Nice backstab critical.
She's level 3. She got it.
Ready.
Damage.
Looks like the Magisters are just ignoring us. Which is good. Oh, I don't know if you noticed this, Sergey, but Rory mentioned in the chat that you're barely audible in the stream.
Well, I need to fix it for the next stream.
Yeah.
I'll yield to none.
That's pretty cool.
One HP.
There we go. Oh, the cello kicked in.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll yield to
Bleeding blocked by physical armor.
Yeah, before you do status, you see it.
Yeah.
Same thing, but kind of a neat system.
Yeah. It's pretty cool. It adds like a layer of complexity.
Yeah, you can stun lock weapons.
Yeah, exactly.
Follow me, before more of them trouble us. There is a safe place.
Oh, she's telling us about safe place.
Oh, cool.
Oh, there's a club on the ground. On the boat's corpse. Oh, like... The Red Bridge.
Burrows Club. That looks pretty strong. Yeah.
Good for Red Prince.
And he's just carrying a log for some reason.
Just want to ask, just now you said that the black cat has died. Who was it attached to?
To me.
Oh dear.
Yeah, I didn't even notice it died until I went back and saw the cat's corpse.
Yeah, none of us noticed it.
You have to escort it a very long way ahead into the game, apparently.
little reprieve from the din outside.
There's a dog here you can talk to, maybe.
Thank you for your help with that, thug. Rare is the human who goes against their own for an elf.
My guest not here with me in the cave.
I'm coming.
I might have to go off soon. It's close to 9 p.m. on my side already.
Okay, let's finish this dialogue and go for today.
Sure. Where?
It's in the cave here.
Which? Oh, in the cave.
She bows.
I hear of no escapes. The only way out is through. Through the Magisters, through their cure. Thugs I can stand, but I fear the Magisters. In this cave, we trust the healer. She is young, but she sees. She knows more than we know. In the camp, the brute Griff rules. He who gives the bread has the power. It gives me great pain. I'm with my family. We are making beautiful magic. We are healing a tree cut down with great violence. The Magisters come. My family runs, but I fall. Wait, before you go. I am not here without your help. I do not forget this. For you,
She gave me a severed
prize.
head.
I save it for a special occasion, but
You gonna eat it?
of no finer
I cannot,
occasion
I'm
than
not an
this.
elf.
Alright, you're not an elf.
Thank you.
I wonder if I turn into an elf, can I eat it, or is it just a disguise?
Oh, she actually offering me like more rewards.
Okay, it's not just a head.
Yeah, I can choose one. I can guess Bros scale pants that gives a good amount of armor. A wizard hat, toy crossbow, shit, shank. So garbage. You know what? I feel like the. I don't know which I can.
The armor, maybe?
Yeah, I'm definitely picking an armor. I don't know what to get. The hat. Ah, fuck it. Okay.
Oh, right.
Yeah, I'll get it for myself. Because I have no helmets.
No one tells me there are so many children in this Fort Joy. Your kind I handle, but small children everywhere, and an idiot for good measure. The divine truly dies.
Well, I can still eat the severed head and leg. I don't know, get it. Okay, so if we look at the log, it looks like we have multiple paths to escape,
Yeah.
escape from Fort Joy. There would
I
be
guess I should stop now.
Alright,
Yeah.
no worries.
This game has so much bigger scope.
Alright, save and quit.
Yeah.
Okay. Good game, guys.
Yeah, good game.
Good game.
See you next time.
Yep.
So you should end the stream as well.